Hey teacher friends. I don't know if you know this, but the year is about to end. And I am counting down 5 things I've learned from this school year. Come on, let's talk. First thing I've learned is that it is totally okay and totally normal to take time off from school. So, since being pregnant and then being a new mommy and having my baby, this is the most time off I have taken ever. Because I had doctor's appointments, the baby has doctor's appointments, things happen with the baby, you know, all the things. And one thing I will definitely say is I was so worried that my students would be behind, that I wouldn't be able to get everything taught. I just all the worries, because, you know, at the end of the day, we are here for our students to learn. And you know what? It was the end of the year and they're fine. So I'm telling you, teacher friend, take the time off. Even if it's for just vacation or whatever you need, like mental health day, do the things. Take the time off. I schedule doctor's appointments purposely during the morning, so it would force me to take the time off and rest. So do that. Do what you need to do. And it'll be fine. Trust me. Now, the second thing I learned, all of your lessons do not have to be all shiny and brand new. So this year, you know, I was dusting some old things off and bringing them back because that's what actually helped me. I was teaching a brand new course this year, something that I had never taught. And so in preparing for that course, sorry, that was the air freshener. In preparing for that course, other courses that I was teaching, I needed to use things I had already used before. And I just opened them up, kind of revamped what I had and made it work. And it actually worked out wonderful. One of those was fences. I will link in the video here that talks about me when I originally planned that unit, and I used it and revamped it, and it turned out great. And actually, can you see these projects, these fences, actually were a part of my revamping of this old fences unit that I used, and it was a cool project that turned out wonderful. Students loved it, and it actually was it was great for me. So reuse things you have. You don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Now, I'm going to tell you something else that I also learned this year is to explore options outside of your school and outside of your district. And I say this because it is so good to be able to meet new teachers, meet teachers outside of your district, teachers possibly outside of your state or your area, whatever the case, that just have a different experience from you. You totally can learn from them. So I'm going to tell you a little secret. Well, it's not really a secret now. It's completely known. But AP, so College Board AP classes, they rolled out a new course called AP African American Studies, and I was one of the teachers teaching the course this year. Yay! That was the new course that I was working hard on. But what that meant was I got to do a big training. There were 60 of us, because there was only 60 of us teaching it this first year as it was being piloted. And so I got to meet and network with a bunch of new teachers, learn from them, see different experiences, teachers from New York, teachers from the South, because I'm from the West Coast, I'm from LA. So just being able to meet and talk to new and different teachers and hear their experiences and learn from them has helped me grow tremendously. And it's also just given me different perspectives of what education looks like, because sometimes we stay in our little bubble. And then also, not gonna lie, the more you explore different options and try things outside of your school and your school district, it opens up different doors for you as an educator, because being a teacher is wonderful and great. But if this is your lifelong career, you definitely want to make sure you have options and that you're able to explore all kinds of things. So step outside your box, try something different, go to that conference you've been wanting to go to, do that training you've been thinking about, try that new course that's been offered to you, whatever the case. Reach out. And also, these videos help too. Meet teachers through these as well. So something else I learned as a new teacher is to have a backup plan. I mean, we plan and pace and all the things, but the reality is life happens, especially when you're getting close to a break and all kinds of things. I've had to abort mission a couple times, and not necessarily abort completely, but like adjust the plan so that we can finish in a way that makes sense. All kinds of things. I've said that the project was going to look like this, and then because of where my students were and their needs and all kinds of things, I've had to adjust, and that's okay. Because sometimes, as the teachers we are, and that we like to be great and do things as best as we possibly can, it feels like we're failing when we're adjusting the plan, but honestly, we're not. We're just using our real-time data to make an informed decision, and that is okay. So, it is okay to adjust. And teacher friends, the last thing that I've learned from this school year, number 5, I don't know if we were counting or not. Were we counting? Okay, this is the last one. I have learned to give myself grace. And I know you're saying, we hear that all the time. Give yourself grace. It's like everybody's Instagram posts. But no, I am serious. Give yourself grace. I've always felt like I was. And the reality is I wasn't, right? Like, I really like for things to be great. I want to always do my best. I work really, really hard. And that's not a bad thing. And this year I worked really, really hard as well. But everything was not perfect. And that was okay. My goal this year was to keep the clutter away. And as you can see, like, I don't know, we working on it. But no, really. You want to make sure that you allow yourself to have the moments of like, it didn't go perfectly, and that's okay. I am still growing and learning and trying and all of that, and it is all right. So yeah, those are things that I've learned this year, and I am still growing and learning. And even though I'm not a new teacher, I still feel like every year is a new adventure and a chance to learn something new. So I'm happy to do this. Let me know what you think. Tell me in the comments, what is something you've learned from this school year? I want to learn from you, teacher friend. And as always, you are amazing. Bye.